I lost close to 30,000 on that, but it was a lesson learned.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Film Tower. History Channel's hit reality series, Pawn Stars, has entertained viewers for years. Rick Harrison, being a successful businessman, has an excellent reputation in the pawn business. Being co-owner of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, he has displayed professionalism while handling purchases countless times. However, Rick had made some unwise choices as well. Here are 8 times the Pawn Stars experts got it wrong. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Alright, let's begin. Number 8. The Ball and Chain. The first example is the ball and chain purchase in Pawn Stars Season 5. A customer arrived at the pawn store claiming to have an original Wells Fargo ball and chain. Rick and the other employees handling the deal couldn't distinguish junk from gold. Even though Rick did have a feeling that it could be fake, he could hardly find a solid proof of the ball and chain being completely unauthentic. The Pawn Stars paid $450 for the ball and chain. Later, an expert revealed that the purchase was a mistake since the restraint device was actually fake.
This is a complete fantasy piece. It's a complete fake.
Damn it, Rick.
Number 7. Vintage car. In the pawn business, vintage cars are one of the greatest jackpots. However, while buying and selling, one has to be smart enough to make the right choices for earning maximum profit. Otherwise, even the highest grossing vehicles can prove to be useless and, at times, can even lead to a major loss. The Pawn Stars learnt this lesson the hard way after an Austin Healey Sprite was up for grabs. This small but valuable open sports car was produced in the United Kingdom from 1958 to 1971. As soon as Rick saw the Austin Healey, he was thrilled because in the pawn business, the car was extremely rare. However, the car engine wasn't working and the seller brushed it off by making an excuse. Rick mistakenly trusted him and made a deal before paying $5,000 for the car. Rick later realized that it was a stupid mistake when his mechanic revealed that the car would require an extra $6,000 to be fixed. Number 6. Hendrix Guitar. When an original Hendrix guitar was brought to the pawn shop, an expert was called who estimated the guitar's net worth to reach $1 million. Rick was only willing to pay $600,000 for it, but the seller wasn't convinced. Eventually the guitar was listed at auction. However, things started to seem a bit fishy when the expert who was called for evaluation himself participated in the auction and bought the guitar. Even though this isn't a direct scam, viewers guessed that the expert might have deliberately caused a disagreement between Rick and the seller so that he could get his hands on the Hendrix guitar.
One last bullet across the boat there with the $600,000 offer, you know. Honestly, I was starting to kind of get a little bit more tempted by that.
Number 5. Willie Mays' jersey. While Corey and Chum Lee were on duty, a customer arrived at the pawn shop with the intention of selling a uniform which included a jersey and pants. According to the customer, the uniform was an original and belonged to the former professional baseball player Willie Mays. After thoroughly checking the 2 pieces of clothing, Chum Lee brilliantly pointed out that the uniform was way too clean, and if Mays had actually worn it, it would have at least some dirt on it. However, Corey didn't agree and made a deal. It was later revealed that Chum Lee was in fact right, and the pawn store had lost $31,000 on a fake product.
I would value this anywhere from 35 to 40 grand.
Willie, huh? Good news. Well, Jeremy, thanks for coming in, man.
You got it, Corey. Later, chum.
Number 4. Gibson Mandolin. Chum Lee fell for a scam when a customer offered him a Gibson Mandolin, which he claimed was an original. However, and unfortunately, it was just one of the many fake ones, and Chum Lee fell for that lie. Even though his buying limit was confined to $1,000, he spent $15,000 on the fake mandolin. The truth was later revealed by a music store owner who told the Pawn Stars that the mandolin was in fact worth just $100.
On this mandolin, it would have been inlaid or silk screened. It wouldn't even have been a decal. And it's not even a G that Gibson ever used.
Number 3. The coin collection incident. In 2016, the pawn store had to deal with a huge financial loss following the melted coin collection incident. The Harrisons had bought a stolen coin collection by mistake, which led to major turbulence for the business. According to Fox, a complaint was filed in court by David Walters, whose coin collection got stolen by his niece, Jennifer Beckman, who later sold the coins to Gold and Silver Pawn Shop for $9,000. When a cop approached the pawn store, the Harrisons had already melted the entire coin collection.
But the problem is that eventually there'd be next to no coin left. That's why Sir Isaac Newton invented the reeded edge on a coin.
Number 2. Comic book collection. This scam involved Chumlee as well, who paid $500 for a collection of comic books, hoping to find something rare and worthy of big paychecks. However, the decision turned out to be a wrong one, and Rick was really pissed when he found out that Chumlee had spent that much on a set of comic books that weren't even worth $180.
So just do me a favor and do call someone who knows something about comic books and find out if I just lost money.
Number 1. Fake Rolexes. When Corey's pawn skills weren't so exceptional, he stupidly bought 6 Rolex watches in a single week. Turns out, every watch was actually fake and wasn't worth more than $100 each. Rick's anger was up the roof when he found out Corey had spent $4,000 on the fake Rolexes.
It's the most common fake there is out there. Another thing is, the little magnifying glass above the date is called a cyclops.
The famous Pawn Stars cast has surely ripped off customers and generated amazingly high revenues themselves, but there were times when they failed to bring their A game. This brings us to the end of the video, and we really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let us know by liking the video. Stick around for more amazing content, as we'll be seeing you soon. So until then, take care and goodbye.